Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey guys. That was Jasper. And wow, maagang Christmas Christmas gift para sa atin to. Wow, let's analyze episode 60. Wow. I got nothing else to say pero I got extreme emotions in this episode in both plot A and plot B. Um okay. All right. Saan tayo magsisimula? You know what? Let's start slowly. Magsimula muna tayo dito. Okay. 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 Sorry, na-excite pa rin ako sa mga nakita ko. This is just 1 minute after seeing the episode. Pero, okay. Again, the rivalry between hindi ko hindi ko maseryoso yung mukha ko kasi sa nakita ko. Okay, seryoso. Analysis phase. Analysis phase. So again, itong nagsimula tayo kung saan tayo nagtapos. Yung rivalry between Clay pati kay Padre Salvi. Nothing much to see here other than, Padre Salvi is scaring her and stuff like that. Pero hindi ko naisip na this scene right here will actually pave the way to the next scene kung saan makikita natin kung paano i-comfort ni Fidel si Clay, di ba? Kasi I think in the previous episodes, nasabi ko, nasaan ka Fidel? Nasaan ka Fidel? Habang nangyayari to, di ba? So, we will get to see that. We will get to see that in this episode. Pero what I like about this one is that, there were several other people who are trying to help her. So, you know what? From what I'm getting here, um, I think what I'm getting here is that the community of San Diego is getting more involved when it comes to the Manetala at Ibarra story. We are getting to see more about San Diego's role pagdating sa storya on how they stand between for each characters, diba? And we are seeing, just like any other community, we are seeing the different sides of San Diego. At one part, nakita natin na, there are still people who are willing to help someone even though na binastasan sila ng pare. So in some way, it's their way of like rebuilding to Padre Salvi because they decided to help Klein to get up on her feet. We were also able to see that when yung sinabi ni Puroso Potasio kay Ibarra na there are still some people who believes in him. And naalala niyo yung scene binabana na yung mga sombrero nila para kay Crisostomo Ibarra. Yung kasama si Puroso Potasio, di ba? But at the same time, we are also getting some scenes like this kung saan there are some part of the community, probably the minority, na who is typically against him. Typically against our characters, our main character, especially here, which is Ibarra. And it really shows how divided Filipinos are back in the day. Some people would rather live in this status quo, in this state na they are being, naghihirap sila sa mga pamumuno mismo ng isang korap na gobyerno, pati yung mismong Catholic Church. There are some Indios who are still, kung saan nakikita na rin yung mga higher class people as they're on the same level na wala silang respeto sa mga ganong tao and stuff like that. Gaya ng sa case ni Taong Dilaw, yung kapatid ni Taong Dilaw, pati itong kapatid mismo, asawa mismo ni Sisa. And wow, I wasn't expecting to see Sisa's husband here showing up. I was expecting him to see in the cockfighting arena. Kasi I think that was his second time appearing in the novels. But anyways, I think it was smart to bring back Sisa's husband kasi it expands the character, diba? So what the writers did, instead of creating a new character for this role, they just reused a character that Jose Rizal already created, and in this way, lalo nating lalong ma-expand yung mismong buong character na 'to. Hindi lang natin siya kilala bilang ang asawa ni Sisa, pero kilala na rin natin siya bilang puwedeng maging isang kakampi ni Lucas, yung kapatid ni Taong Dilaw, pati maging isang kalaban mismo ni Ibarra. I'm pretty sure this thing never happened in the novels, pero I might be wrong. I might be wrong. And I think this is the start of a plot line kung saan there will be some Indios who will rebel against Ibarra, which might lead him, which might lead to Ibarra's downfall in the coming chapters, 'di ba? Medyo nalungkot lang ako dito, medyo it took me off guard na mukhang mabait yung baka isipin ng mga tao, mukhang mabait si yung asawa ni Sisa, mukhang may pakialam siya sa asawa niya. Tapos biglang change of attitude. Nabili mo na lang kayong yung habol lang yung pera, 'di ba? So I like that small mini plot twist that they did with his character. Kung saan nagulat lang ako na, bakit parang may pakialam siya sa asawa niya, pero it turns out he is the same person from the previous episodes na walang kwenta at habol lang laki yung pera para mayroon siyang pampataya, you know. And he is the very embodiment of people who are, willing to do everything just for money. And because of that, they became corrupted. And this person right here, he is corrupted. He is a corrupted husband. He is a corrupted father. And now he is a corrupted person of society. So planting the seeds here of both of them working together. Of course, probably under Padre Salvi's utos, because he likes scheming things. Pero let's move on. Let's move on to this other scene right here kung saan nakita natin si Maria Clara mismo. Now, there was this early viewer, I think it was, nalimutan ko pa niya, pero she said na parang binitray ni Tia Isabel si Maria Clara. She said na it's Tia Isabel and Kapitan Tiago who is betraying Maria Clara. And then I said na I agree with her statement pagdating kay Kapitan Tiago. Pero I disagree with her statement about Tia Isabel betraying Maria Clara, kasi I feel na, Tia Isabel in her own ways shows her love language pagdating kay Maria Clara. The fact that she needs to follow Kapitan Tiago and it feels like na she is with Kapitan Tiago's side is because isa siyang babae. 'Di ba? She is a babae in the society, and then pagdating sa ng dalawa, syempre masusunod mismo si Kapitan Tiago kasi si Kapitan Tiago ang lalaki. And again, isa lang siyang tita lang siya ni Maria Clara, hindi siya mismo yung mismong nanay or tatay ni Maria Clara mismo. I just love the fact that the writers put her here to show us, to give us assurance na Tia Isabel is in disagreement with Maria Clara being with Linares. Kasi sa libro, I got this feeling na big fan si Tia Isabel ng love story nila Ibarra pati Maria Clara. And that feeling that I got from the novels is something that I got from here. At least from here. Now we do hate her in our own ways because she's been very strict when it comes to Clay. Pero again, we need to look at the bigger picture and we need to understand from where she is coming from, diba? And even though she became once the most hated character in Maria Clara de Ibarra, if you're really trying to look whether she's a good person or a bad person, she's a good person. She's a good person. Iba nga lang yung way, iba nga lang siya mag-isip. And it feels like her way of showing love is very restricting pagdating kay Maria Clara. Pero she wants nothing but the best para kay Maria Clara mismo. So, I'm happy na, pinaparinig niya kay Linares na Maria Clara is not interested. I love the fact that Mara Clara just keeps on showing her defiance, given in a very difficult situation that she is in. Basically, lahat ng tao in her surroundings, literally, kung nasa loob sila ng bahay ni Mara Clara mismo, she was able to show her defiance, she was able to stand her ground. Now, I was curious in the previous episode whether she's going to continue standing up for herself, but she did. She did throughout the entire episode, and I'm really happy that her character growth was very apparent. This Maria Clara right here is very different from the early um days of Maria Clara pagdating sa show na to. 60 episodes means a lot when it comes to character growth. And she is in this phase kung saan she's willing to show and express her opinion na laban sa majority ng mga tao, di ba? And again, I believe that this is the product of Clay. Ngayon, hindi ko alam if all of these scenes were in the books. I don't remember. I don't even remember if Maria Clara said no pagdating kay Linares. Basically, I just can't remember. Pero, it was really fun to see her defiance. And now let's move on to Clydel. What can I say about this one? I think so far, this is the best episode for any Clydel fans out there. Gaya na sabi ni Joe Tabs kanina, I think it was Joe Tabs na this is an early Christmas gift para sa ating mga Clydel fans. Or filet, depending sa wording mo. It feels like Fidel is clearly someone who hasn't na wala pa nililigawan before. It feels like all of this is new to him. And at the same time, it feels like Kalai is also new to all of this stuff. And it's simply great to see how much progress that we were able to see when it comes to both of these characters, diba? They had gone a long way, and now we are all in this point kung saan their love story has come into fruition. And by that, I mean na at least nakikita ko na sa pagmumukha nila na it's not one-sided. I think it's kinda mutual na while they're not aware of it, from our perspective, it's kinda mutual that they like each other. So that is great. I love this small gesture that he's been doing. Clearly, he doesn't know what Clay is doing. Maybe he is thinking that this is one of those things that Clay does that everybody else doesn't understand. So his way of comforting Clay is just trying to follow Clay's body language, which is this. Now I get the feeling na ito, basically it's just her. Niyayakap lang niya ng sarili niya. Kaya I thought that Fidel might get that body language at baka yakapin niya mismo si Clay, pero it didn't happen. But again, it shows na he is really trying. He is really trying to comfort Clay. And he is a person that doesn't know how to comfort a person. He is that kind of character. Pero what counts when it comes to stuff like this is the intentions. And his intentions are good. Mamaya balikan ulit natin yung dalawa na yun. Pero I simply hate seeing this guy. He has a very smug face. But that's a testament to his acting. Amazing performer. Every time I see him, I just wanted to punch him. or that's a testament to his acting. Um, like every episode, lalo naiinis kay Padre Damaso. Every episode, inisip ko na dapat pinatay na lang talaga siya ni Elias. Pero we are not in that point anymore. Um, I think this one right here is probably the point where Capitan Tiago is clear that he is a tuta ni Padre Damaso. Especially when he asked for Maria Clara's sinabi siya dito eh. Parang nag-please pa mismo siya kay Maria Clara. And that's a gesture, that's a show of weakness pagdating kay Capitan Tiago. Kasi it really shows na he is not in complete control of the situation. Kundi si Padre Damaso. In which Ibarra pointed out. Diba? What Ibarra said to Padre Damaso is the stuff that I've been wanting to say to Padre Damaso ever since he started poking around and choosing kung sino yung dapat mapakasalan ni Maria Clara. So, ayan na yung tuta. Let's go back to the scene. Feeling ko makaka-copyright yata ako dito sa kanta na to. So, let me just see how I'm going to handle it. Pero wow, most of their progress pagdating sa love story nila ay nangyari sa garden na to. And in that case, I will call this the Garden of Eden. Let's move on with that. Again, Maya Clara showing her defiance, her weapon of basic of staring like that, and then yung pamaypay niya. Again, Doña Victorina, being Doña Victorina, another person that I really hate. Pero wow, daming patalon-talon tayo. I just like seeing her smile. Dito ba yung halik? Ito yata yung leak na picture na nakita ko. Gusto makita din yung nakangiti si K-drama feels as usual. Oh my god, look at that smile, bro. Look at that smile. And look at her face. Crazy. Wasn't expecting Maria Clara at Ibarra to have two love teams. Pero here we are right now. Pero everything that happened in this episode when it comes to love, everything was positive. We got a progress pagdating kay Clydel. And then, there's a huge chance that Ibarra is now there is now a higher chance of Ibarra and Maria Clara marrying because of what happens in this episode. Pero this is the moment kung saan lahat ng mga Clydel fans sa buong mundo ay naghiyawan. This is the moment kung saan ang mga astronaut sa space stations, sa space, may narinig silang that is the moment kung saan accidentally nahalikan ni Fidel sa pisngi si Clay. At dahil doon, nagbago ng mundo. Nagkaroon ng tonal shift sa buong mundo. Gumanda ang ekonomiya ng Pilipinas. Wala na naghihirap. Natigil na yung transportation crisis. Ang dahil sa halik na to. Crazy. Akala ko hindi na nila matatap yung previous two episodes, pero hey, the writers keep on topping the Clydel scenes here, and I think we're going to see more of that next week, especially the Harana scene. I've been wanting a Harana scene for like several weeks now. Ilang beses ko na sinabi yun. And then, I'm happy that we are getting that. Ayon sa abangan. Pero again, amazing scene right here. I got nothing else to say. And Fidel is really happy that it happened. And what makes this one great is nakita ko naman si Padre Damaso, nabwisit ako. Padre Linares. What makes this episode great is her smiling. Oh my god. Oh wow. Kailangan mo bang explain tong part na to? Sa inyo, I mean, alam niyo naman kung it's really hard to explain the emotions that I'm getting from here. For the first time in the longest time, nakaramdam na naman ako ng kilig. And it's coming from a show that was based on a novel that was written hundreds of years ago. Hundreds? Tama hundreds ba? 100 plus years ago. Because of Jose Rizal, this thing happened. Dahil kay Jose Rizal, ako'y kinikilig. I can't believe I'm saying that, pero hey, nandun na tayo. We are in the good timeline. I like this. Wait nga lang. Screenshot ko lang to. Tu- 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 Screenshot ko lang to, guys. This is funny. Gusto ko i-post. Kilig yarn. Save desktop. Okay. You know what? It will be really fun to see again how both of this are going to approach their love story. Given Clay is clearly holding back her emotions. Tapos na naman si Fidel all out siya. And wow. Okay, let's just move on. Wala na ibang masabi dito, pero I'm just really happy. And dito, sabi ko dito, I think improv yato. Hey, what are the chances na nalimutan mismo ni David yung kanyang mga gamit? Tapos bilang subigaw lang si Clay. If that is the case, that is really cute. That is awesome. I like it whenever, whenever there's like an improv na nangyayari. Kung hindi improv, yung parang wala sa script mismo yung pangyayari. And then the writers, and then the director and the editors decided to just keep that scene in. Kasi it makes the entire scene more human. But now let's move on to probably gusto kong sabihin highlight to, pero no, this is the highlight. Kung ano nangyari dito, this is the highlight. Pero let's move on with this one. I'm just really happy to see Ibarra showing up. I completely forgot about Ibarra coming to Kapitan Tiago's house or Mayan Clara's house. And wow, lahat ng lines na sinabi ni Ibarra dito is nothing but the truth. I think he was able to say all of the things that Padre Damaso has to hear. Clearly, he approached his confrontation with Padre Damaso in a way kung saan he can be very vocal about his feelings, and at the same time hit Padre Damaso in the guts in a way na deep inside si Padre Damaso ay masasaktan din mismo sa mga pinagsasabi ni Ibarra. Kasi whatever Ibarra is saying is the truth. Diba? Sino nga ba to? Sino nga ba tong pare na to para idikta yung magiging buhay ni Maria Clara, diba? Now, from their perspective, di nila alam na tatay mismo ni Maria Clara si Padre Damaso. Pero again, Ibarra was right here. From their context, sino nga ba tong pare na to para idikta yung buhay nila? And hey, kudos to Ibarra for standing up his ground. Perfect sila ni Maria Clara. I got nothing else to say here, pero that punch that he gave to Linares was well deserved. Linares, huwag mo susuntukin si Ibarra kasi si Ibarra ay nag-aarnis. Kapag nalabas na Ibarra yung kanyang kahoy, kawawa ka boy. Pero yeah, other than that, that's my analysis to this episode. What do you guys think? See you guys next week and Merry Christmas. Maligayang Pasko, mga Ginoo, mga binibini. Paalam. Adios.